Welcome back to another installment of the Final Fantasy IX playthrough with me, Dishamon Pal, that I played post-commentary. I think that was dramatic enough. But yeah, let's get back to the Final Fantasy IX. You know, we started getting back with Legend of the Little Princess. Let's get back to Final Fantasy IX for a little bit. We got some blue news here. Mew. Something like that. Oh, couldn't still do it. But yeah, last we left off, you know, we escaped Evil Forest. Blank, unfortunately, did get petrified, but one of these days we might be able to help him out. But for the meanwhile, we're going to head towards an icy cavern. But we're going to do a couple of things along the way. You're going to want to steal as much as possible with Zidane, because later on in the game, he's going to get a really nice skill, and it's determined by how many times he did successfully steal. Which, if I did my research correctly, is not just Zidane dependent. Like any thief who steals, it counts towards the formula. So, because we'll be seeing some of our buddies before too long. Well, maybe not too long. We'll be seeing them again. Random encounters. So I talked about a couple of updates in the Little Princess part. What tangent can I think of now? While fighting these green snakes. Oh, it's still ore. That's nice. Well, since the last video, well, actually, I think it was like a little before Final Fantasy IX's last part. Anyway, I started a new series called Flash Fridays. Don't really know where the idea just sprung up from. I just figured, you know what? Why not record some Flash games? Because they're not like the hardest thing in the world to record. You know, I got Bandicam. It's the full version. The full version. Might as well put some use to it. Because honestly, I mean, what was I using Bandicam for before then? Oh, duh, I was using Bandicam for Mugen videos. That's right. I'm a dummy. And I kind of, you know, never say anything's dead on this channel, but, you know, Mugen videos is on the back burner for sure, like, more so than the Scooby Talks videos. I think this is the North Gate. It's beneath the mist. I think it's called that. That flag! That is the Alexander War banner! Let's get out of here before these footprints come to life. Well, before we leave here, though, I see some chests in the distance. You're actually going to want to open every single chest in the game if you can, because that's actually a side quest. Final Fantasy IX is a really, it's a nice game. It's a really nice game. Metal grinding. Anybody there? Yes. That voice. It's a chick. What a sexy husky voice. Oh, Jesus. I sell medicine. Wait a minute. I'm with Princess Garnet. Buy some medicine from her. Zidane, the ladies' man over here. Which actually kind of changed later down in the game. There's actually character development in this game. But yeah, if you need some potions, you can come here and purchase some. She just throws it over the gate. She's got a good arm on her. If I'm not mistaken, we're actually gonna meet this lady later on. I like to think it's the same lady that you meet later on and buy potions from. That's my headcanon anyway. I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, if it's the same kind of lady. Anyway, we're gonna keep on trekking here. But yeah, going back to the Flash Fridays thing. Not really too sure how the idea just came up. It just did. Making use of my Bandicam. And just recording some silly Flash games, really. Every Friday, gonna have something. They're real simple, you know. It's not like it's a full playthrough. I'm just, oh, poor Zidane, he got knocked out. It's just me, you know, trying out games. Most of the Flash games for the first time. There's like one or two I've played that I'm really wanting to do a video on. One of them I'm probably gonna try to beat, actually. Well, I mean, I've beaten it before in the past. Well, anyway, we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, Flash Friday, I guess it's Markiplier, if I had to pinpoint to where the idea came from. Because I know he plays Flash games from time to time, and I've actually, in searching for silly Flash games, some of the more popular ones are the ones he played, you know, funny how that works. But yeah, it's just something goofy. It's not the most original idea in the world, but, you know, it should be a fun time. Because, funny enough, I did not actually play a lot of Flash games. Like, it's like, yeah, I got all these console games, and wasn't much of a PC game player at the time either, so. Other than, you know, Mugen, that's really about it when it comes to that. So a lot of these, you know, Flash games, like, even these, major ones, like, Crush the Castle, that was actually my first time ever playing it in that video. I think that's about it in terms of tangent updates. Been finally playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for the first time. That's been an interesting trip. I like the Metal Gear series. For the longest time, it was nothing but RPGs, and Metal Gear Solid, funny enough, was like the two big games I played. And then later on, when, you know, I'm making hand motions, I'm thinking. It wasn't until, like, I played fighting games before then, you know, I played Mortal Kombat 2, that was my first fighting game, believe it or not, on the SNES. And, it wasn't until Tekken 5, Vanilla Tekken 5, where it really got me into fighting games, and then shortly after, I'm pretty sure it was shortly after, it was, when I found out about Mugen, and then, you know, how I met all my great friends on online, you know. Cool crowd, you know. Good bunch of people, you know, like Kamikaze, Evil Homer, Omega, Jay-Z, you know, everybody, the whole crew. In fact, go watch everyone that has a YouTube. Go watch them. They're great channels. They do a lot more entertaining stuff than I do. Go watch Game Center BS. It's a funny time. Hey, they did Elf Bowling not too long ago. Go watch that. Oh yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just I'm calling Mog over and over again because oh well, this ain't Mog, but I guess it depends where you're at, which Moogle it is that you call. Because I know Mog is one of them you can call from the overworld. But if you keep calling it over and over again without saving, he'll get upset, like really angry, and he'll say something silly. You're starting to tick me off, Kubo. It's pretty funny you put little stuff like this in the game. Don't call me if you don't need me, Kubo. God dang it. But there's one particular line I'm trying to get pulled up, or pop up. Also, I like how it's different directions every time. I'm sharpening my knife, Kupo. He said, well, shoot. He's sharpening his knife. I better not call him anymore. But yeah, here's our next dungeon. A very chill place, it looks like. I think so. It's supposed to be near Evil Forest. I've heard of it. I've seen it in books. Bravo, Master Vivi's grandfather. Must be quite a scholar. Yeah. Going by his outfit, we see later on. Poor Vivi's grandfather. Well, why don't we go inside, where it's warmer? Wait a minute. Welcome to Ice Cavern, the dungeon after the first. It's a very pretty place. And poor Garnet, her whole life is books. Can we get moving? I'm freezing here. But yeah, getting our ice dungeon out of the way. This is to show it off. Whenever you touch this mist, it's our forced encounter. And you're always gonna fight these two booty-shaking buffalo woolly mammoth things. You think I'm joking about that booty shaking thing, but I'm actually not. They shake their booty when they get hit. It's just you know, attention to detail like that Square Enix strives for. Booty shaking monsters. We're not gonna see it here because we're facing them. We're not facing behind. Or not, we're not. We don't got a camera facing behind the booty-shaking monsters here. But yeah, fire spell really helps in this with these encounters, so don't be afraid to use them like me. Yay. Level ups. Not as welcoming as other Final Fantasy games, funny enough. As I mentioned before, I don't know if that was a forced encounter or not. It must have been. What's this? But yeah, level ups is not... You don't want to try to play Final Fantasy IX as low level as possible, because the way you level up in this game is based off your equipment, funny enough. If I remember correctly, you get points based off your equipment, and I think you get 1 point by default for each stat. And when you get a total of 16 points, I believe it was, you get 1 additional stat point to your stats. So you got 16 going into 1. And I do believe you get 1 by default for each level. And then whatever you can extract from your equipment, if there is any. And that's how you level up your stats in this game. So, you know, obviously when you get better equipment, there's more points you can get from them. Which is why you want to go in as low level as possible towards in-game, so you can get some of the better equipment to power stat, or power up your stats. I think I'm explaining this correctly and or saying it correctly. I'm a very awkward man to talk to. They may hide it, but I'm very awkward to talk with. I can't even talk with myself without being awkward. It's very creepy. That was a sleeping potion that Mr. Crazy over there just threw at us. Or shook at us, and it's just like... That's the sound of can, you know, like can of soda spraying. Just like that. Yeah, a lot of monsters here, no Blizzard, so don't be surprised by that. Or Garnet is dead. Well, not dead, she's just, she's KO'd. Ooh, that's a screech that echoes through the caves in your nightmares. Smack that Flan with your staff. Same with you, Vivi. Well, actually, Garnet is just rods and Vivi's are staffs. Garnet also gets a different type of weapon type, too. Most everyone gets, like, 2 different weapon types. Like, Zidane gets different weapon types. No, Steiner only gets 1 weapon type. Garnet gets 2. Garnet and another character gets 2 of the same weapon types. Vivi only gets 1 weapon type, I do believe. Well, it depends on the character. Some characters have 2 different weapon types. And other characters only have 1 weapon type. Yep, just cut that. We already seen those forced encounters, so no booty shaking for us today. We're not gonna say no booty shaking. It's too extreme for us. I'm gonna let that animation in. Okay. But let's use fire on this. Gotta get those treasures, man. Those valuable treasures. Ooh, Mage Master. You know, it's actually back in the day a big Let's Play no notice hum or sing to the music. It's interesting how... Oh, that was probably a pitch in the audio. It's interesting how far we have come to acceptance with Let's Plays. Unless I'm just being ignorant. Because everybody knows about Retro Prey, I'm sure. Like, you know, how they used to riff on other Let's Players. And they have stopped doing that. It's actually been a few years since I've actually watched a Retro Prey video. I don't know, I just kind of... It's not that I don't like them, it's just... just ran out of interest, I suppose. However, I will to this day recommend anybody to watch their playthrough of Harvester, or Let's Watch, because I guess they didn't really play it, but still, you know, they riffed on it regardless. I still recommend them watching their Dark Seed 2 videos, as well as their Harvester videos, because, oh my goodness, those oh my god, they're hilarious, like... maybe I should give Retro Prey another shot. Maybe I really should. Catch up and see what I've been missing. Because I got, like, years of material I probably haven't seen. But yeah, Dark Seed 2 and Harvester, go watch those videos. Their videos... The videos they riff on when they're actually riffing on video games rather than Let's Players are more entertaining. Not to say, you know... the videos they riffed on other Let's Players were bad. I mean, some were like, eh, some were like, eh. But then you had some that was just gold. Like I know, it's... I, for one, you know, don't make fun of other people. You know, everybody has to have their start. I mean, you know, take Slowbeat, for example, you know. He is considered the person who started the whole Let's Play things. But if you actually ever watched his first playthrough, you know, the first Let's Play that he did, I mean, you know, the guy's funny, he's great, but, you know, it definitely didn't age well. And even he himself mentioned how, in the video, like, I actually watched it, where you can actually hear him smoking, you know, lighting up cigarettes and whatnot during the playthrough. He pointed that out himself. Like, even he acknowledges it's not, you know, the greatest thing in the world, but everybody has to have their start, you know. By the way, Slowbee, thank you for your help with, or thank you for all the work you did for what's the game? Policenauts. Because, that's a game I do want to play at some point. I'd like to try the Saturn version, which, well, we'll see. But that's mostly because of my love for Metal Gear Solid series. But it'll be interesting because, just to see... Because Policenauts and Snatcher came out before Metal Gear Solid, so... Not Metal Gear, but Metal Gear Solid. And I get the references when it makes references to those games. Anyway, long tangent. Moral of the story, everybody has to start somewhere. However, there's just some people that are just so out there that you cannot help but crack a joke about. Like, like with RetroPrey and Billy MC, I believe is the name. Like, sweet kid. And even, even a couple of my buddies said that guy is like a beast at Castlevania. But when it comes to Mario games, he's a hoot. But I'm pretty sure both, RetroPrey and, Chip Cheesum's stuff, they are long done with the whole making fun of other Let's Players. Like, honestly, the last time I could think of that they did something like that was DSP. Unless they done, like I said, it's been years since I watched him. Chip Cheesum I still keep up with his playthroughs. But, so as far as I know with them, they don't really riff on anybody anymore like that. With RetroPlay, I just haven't watched any RetroPlay videos in years, so... I don't know, maybe they've gone back to making fun of people? I don't know. But here I am talking about everybody better than me. That cancel is off the screen, I just noticed that. That was added in the HD version, I'm pretty sure. Or the re-release version. Well, I guess the Steam version is pretty much the HD version. Because this is what it's based off of. Square, I know people don't like Final Fantasy VIII. And that's totally justified. But I still want it to be released for PS4. Unless they, get around to fix it. I don't know. Square's a weird company. It's a really weird company. I love them. They got me so many childhood memories, but they're such a weird company. They'll update Final Fantasy VII on Steam to have the music fixed, but not 8. I can't possibly think that would be the hardest thing in the world to do. Unless the company they outsourced to do it just didn't want to. I don't know. And yeah, there's mods, but I don't know. Just give me a PS4 Final Fantasy VIII. That's what I'm asking for. I know people don't like it. It's understandable why people don't like it. I like stuff from Final Fantasy. You know what? I like Final Fantasy VIII. It's definitely not my favorite. I definitely don't think it's the best Final Fantasy game by any means, but I still like it. I don't hate Final Fantasy VIII. Hate 8. Huh. Final Fantasy VIII does have flaws. Yes. Anyway, we're headed towards the end of this, actually. So yeah, this is tangent the video right here. But, you know, this has been Final Fantasy IX's, you know, Let's Play. Gonna get on track with these, hopefully. You know, I keep saying that. And it'll probably be another couple of months before the next update, but hey, I'm trying.